peace, Yah bless. This is Asaya ben Yisrael, the iconoclast, and this is part 4 of the destruction of the daughter of Babylon, aka the United States of America. We left off at verse 41 of Jeremiah 50 last time, and we'll pick it up at verse 42. I have my trusty sand timer here, and without further ado, let's take it away. Verse 42. The people that are coming from the north, this is what this verse is in reference to. It says, they shall hold the bow and the lance. They are cruel and will not show mercy. Their voice shall roar like the sea, and they shall ride upon horses, everyone put in array like a man to the battle against thee, O daughter of Babylon. This is describing the nations that will be putting themselves in array or in order, in formation, against the United States of America, the daughter of Babylon. Their voices shall roar like the sea. They're going to be lifting up a great shout, and they shall ride upon horses. Their vehicles of war. Like a man to the battle, like a warrior against this daughter of Babylon. They have had enough of the gangsterism, the manipulation, the lies, the broken agreements that the daughter of Babylon has been involved in and has practiced since its inception. Verse 43. The king of Babylon, Jacob Rothschild, hath heard the report of them, and his hands waxed feeble. Anguish took hold of him, and pangs as of a woman in travail. So when the international banker, the illuminated Edomite, the Amalekite that controls and is the sovereign over this daughter of Babylon, United States of America, when he hears how these nations are gathering and planning on obliterating this country, his hands are going to get weak. Anguish is going to take hold of him, and he's going to be like a woman in the midst of giving birth. Just imagine that, all the pain that a woman who's about to give birth feels. That will be the same way that this illuminated Edomite, Amalekite, that will be the same way that he's going to feel, and those will be the same pangs that he will experience. Verse 44. Behold, he shall come up like a lion from the swelling of Jordan unto the habitation of the strong. But I will make them suddenly run away from her. And who is a chosen man that I may appoint over her? For who is like me? And who will appoint me the time? And who is that shepherd that will stand before me? So you see here, it says that he is coming up like a lion from the swelling of Jordan to the habitation of the strong. Where's that? That's talking about the Theodore Herschel movement that the illuminated Edomite, Lucifer, in 1897, when they heard that we had started to wake up out of our slumber for the last 2,500 plus years, they sent the Zionist movement over into the land of Israel. So that's them going over there like a lion to the habitation of the strong one, Yah, that's his habitation. But Yah says, I will make them suddenly run away from her. Yes, Yah has something waiting. He has a surprise for them, and they're going to flee out of the land of Israel. Then Yah asks the question, and who is a chosen man that I may appoint over her? For who is like me? Well, when Yah asks that question, we know no one is like Yah, but he's asking, who has a heart like he does. Dawid was a man after Yah's own heart, meaning that Dawid was all about the law and he was all about righteousness. Who is the chosen man? And who will appoint me the time? And who is that shepherd that will stand before me? Now I know who that chosen man is. It's not me, but I know who it is. That man is the servant of Yah, the messenger, the seed of Dawid. Verse 45. Yah says, therefore, hear you the counsel of Yah, that he had taken against Babylon, the United States of America, and his purposes that he had purposed against the land of the Chaldeans, the Caucasians, the Aryans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. So this is what Yah has determined is the judgment of the daughter of Babylon. The least of the flock shall draw them out. That seems like that's going to be a minor nation. But eventually, Yah's going to make their habitation desolate, ruined. Verse 46. At the noise of the taking of Babylon, United States of America, the earth is moved, and the cry is heard among the nations. Yes, Yah says in another place that the earth is going to shake out of its place when this happens. And the cry is heard among the nations. Yes, they're going to wail and weep and mourn at the falling of the daughter of Babylon, the United States of America. Now, we go over to chapter 51, and it's still talking about the destruction of the daughter of Babylon. As I said in my initial video, this is an extensive, descriptive passages of the destruction of the daughter of Babylon, the United States of America. Verse 1 of chapter 51, Jeremiah. Thus saith Yah, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me a destroying wind. When Yah talks about a whirlwind or a destroying wind, he's talking about a war. So Yah's going to raise up against the daughter of Babylon, United States of America, a destroying war. Verse 2. And I will send unto Babylon fanners. These are strangers that shall fan her and shall empty her land. For in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about. As I've been saying, and it can't be stressed enough, there will not be one single nation on the side of this daughter of Babylon, United States of America, in this war. The world will have had enough. This nation prints its fiat currency as if there's no tomorrow. They say money doesn't grow on trees, but apparently currency in this nation does grow on trees because that's what it's made out of, paper, parchment. So these strangers are going to fan her, right? Cause the fire and the vitriol to build, and they're going to empty her land. Verse 3. Against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow. And against him that lifteth himself up in his brigandine, and spare ye not her young men, destroy ye utterly her host. So against all the men of war that shoot their missiles, and the ones that are supposed to be beaten on their chest and be mighty men of war, And spare ye not her young men. Destroy ye utterly all her hosts. Everyone is dying. Everyone is going into the grave. Their bodies will be like dung on the face of the earth. They won't be buried. They won't be lamented. No one is going to cry over them. Verse 4, thus the slain shall fall in the land of the Chaldeans, the Caucasians, the Aryans, and they that are thrust through in her streets. Yes, as I just said, they will all perish. Their bodies will be dung on the ground. They won't be buried. They won't be lamented. Why? Why is that? Verse 5, for Israel hath not been forsaken, nor Yahudah of his strong one, of Yah of hosts, though their land was filled with sin against the Holy One of Israel. So even though our forefathers, our ancestors, had polluted the land greatly with their wicked abominations and their idolatries and adulteries and murders, Yah punished us by scattering us, by exiling us, and put the spirit on the people in the nations where we were exiled to hate us. But Yah made a covenant with Abraham, so Yah doesn't break his covenant. He remembers his covenant. So that's why he didn't destroy us utterly. So Yah will return and he will gather us because of his great mercy and for his holy name's sake. Verse 6, flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of Yah's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense. So if you hear this word and you understand this word, you are not to remain here in Babylon, the daughter of Babylon, the United States of America. Because if you remain, you will be cut off. You will be slaughtered, put to death. Because at this time, when these things are taking place, this is Yah taking his vengeance on Babylon because of its wickedness and its iniquity. The sins and the iniquity of Babylon reach up unto heaven. But Yah is going to repay Babylon, United States of America, for everything that she's done. What does Yah say? Verse 7. Babylon hath been a golden cup in Yah's hand, that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore the nations are mad. Yes, Yah was passing around the cup to all the nations. Democracy, demoscracy, the ruled, or the ruled rule. And the nations have poisoned themselves, become drunk on these philosophies, the ideologies of this daughter of Babylon, United States of America. Therefore, the nations are mad. They've gone crazy. Not only that, they're highly upset. The time has run out. This has been Asaya ben Yisrael, the iconoclast, with Yah our righteousness. If you found this to be informative, click the like button. If you would like to hear more, hit subscribe and hit the bell. If you have any questions or concerns, put them in the comment box. Until next time, part 5 of the destruction of the daughter of Babylon, United States of America. Peace. Yah bless.